sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. It's the River Toads and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the River Toads head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Now the River Toads offense has the ball first today. And now the junior transfer wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And now the River Toads want to crank the tempo.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The River Toads can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And now the River Toads line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Golden Bears offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Ncaa Sangapolatelli. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hendricks. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Ncaa Sangapolatelli. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Stepping to the right. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the River Toads way onto the field to open the drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. It's a draw. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The River Toads will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The run from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease.
Makes the catch and he's free. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Could be an alley. Touchdown. Space and turned on the Jets. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
On the ground with the counter.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And now the River Toads will hustle to the line. The hand to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown!
What a massive play for the offense, and sometimes calling it deep in your own end. You're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. JKS throws to the wideout, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Smashes ahead. He is in. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. They'll
go back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Working the middle, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The River Toads will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, River Toads! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk.
Wide open spaces. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
They'll try to... to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Buffalo, taking on the number 15 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Bulls, sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Berkeley. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with the Cal Bears head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Oh, they're after him. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense... all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. Sangopolitelli looking for a huge play. He's got it right down the field.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short. A lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangopolitelli. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now the River Toads moving quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touch! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Golden Bears sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Jaron Kiave Songobolatelli plucks it out of the air. Oh, sweet feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. And when he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
The Golden Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. His third touchdown in this game, and his third on the season.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. The River Toads want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's going to let it go. Upstairs to make the catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect. Offensively on a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And now the River Toads have it with a 1st and 10. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. JKS. That's caught. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Got a man, it's Perry. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cal. And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Gain of 19 on the play.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have